Hi everyone, so my name's Alannah. I'm currently a third year student. Well, I'm just wrapping up my third year of BA in English Literature at Reading, and I'm basically here today just to kind of talk to you about what my experience has been kind of throughout the 3 years, give you a bit of a taste of what to expect from coming to Reading, kind of all the way from the applicant experience to kind of where I am now, at least from my kind of perspective, and maybe just mention a couple of things that I kind of wish I'd known when I was at your stage, or that I wish someone had told me, and yeah, just kind of have a bit of a chat really. So I'll probably start with kind of who I am, where I'm coming from. So I applied to university not knowing anyone that had been to university before, like no one in my immediate family, didn't have like friends with like older siblings or something, so I really got what I thought university would be like from kind of like films about American colleges, you know, like Pitch Perfect and like Legally Blonde, and like books and films about like Oxbridge in the 1800s, so like lots of like really big colleges and lots of wearing tweed and drinking lots of black coffee. That was kind of the vibe I was expecting, and maybe that was naive of me, I do not know, but it's not entirely like that, let's say. Now, I'm not going to say that there is no tweed in our department. Certainly a couple of our lecturers love a bit of a tweed jacket, but it's not the only kind of academic that you'll see, and I think that was a really big thing for me when I came to Reading, is that there was such a variety of academics all with like really different research interests that were all really, really passionate about what they do, and there's kind of not one way of teaching, and I think that was really exciting for me. And it's kind of made me realise kind of throughout my 3 years at Reading that I could do academia, maybe. Before I thought it was, you know, it was only for a very particular type of person, and I did not fit that background or that mindset. But being at Reading and being really kind of like inspired by our lecturers and our academics have made me, I've now decided to come back in September and do a master's at Reading in English, and I think a reason I really got to know the staff is because of the size of the department. Now, at open days and things, we always say, oh, we're a medium-sized department, and actually I had no idea what it meant though, or why it was important. I just kind of took it as like, right, yeah, that's good. I think it's important because you get the best of both worlds. Bigger departments obviously have the capacity to offer lots more modules, because they have the staff and the students, you know, to make enough for each class. So having a slightly bigger department is fantastic because it means you get to offer a real range of modules and classes. I think that's the benefit of having a big department, is that you can really kind of diversify your degree and have things that suit you and have academics that are excited to teach you. But the good thing is about it not being like an absolute huge department with like thousands of students is that the academics get to know you. Like my seminar leaders, so the people who taught my classes week to week, know me by name. They'll stop me if we're kind of walking in a corridor, ask me how things are going. It's really nice to have that kind of range of support, kind of depending on what I want, kind of in the background there for me. And also it's just a nice kind of sense of community, and I think that having the size of department that we have, which is like 300, 400 students, is the perfect amount, because you get to kind of roughly know a lot of people, but you also get the excitement of trying. Kind of another thing that I didn't realise we'd have when I came to university was an academic tutor, which is, I think, of huge benefit, especially in my first year. So an academic tutor is basically the one person in the department that is like your port of call. They're the first person you can go to, and you usually have like termly meetings, but usually what I speak to her about is ask for kind of like points of reference to wider bits of the university. So I know at one point when I was really struggling with my mental health, she was able to signpost me to the right facilities. So she was able to help me write letters and things to like the disability support office, and help me get in contact with my other tutors to make sure that they knew what accessibility requirements I had. And that's, I think it's really important to have that one person department that's like an advocate for you. But also, just to say, just because I had that one person doesn't mean that like the other academics are kind of more laid off because they're like, I'll go talk to a personal tutor. It's not like that at all. Usually you can just drop by to their office in Edith Morley, which is our lovely department building that you might have seen in tours, Usually you can just drop by, kind of stick your head around the door and be like, hi, help me please. But they've just been so responsive on email and offering all the help that they can and setting up one-to-one meetings with me. Like I know this year I was writing an essay on a text, and it was like the critical text was written in like the 1920s or 30s, and like I thought it was going to be helpful what I was trying to say, but I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really understand it. I was like, he's referencing a lot of stuff I've never heard of. So I emailed my module convener about it, so member of the department, and I was like, what does this mean? Can you help me? And not only did she reply to me like the next day, being like, right, here's what this means and here's what he's referencing and that's kind of why it works, but also, here are some other sources that I found that are much more modern and might actually help you. So like really went out of her way to help me, and I actually got a really high grade in that module at the end, I think entirely due to that extra support that I was offered. And I think I'm not sure from kind of speaking to my friends at other universities that the lecturers are quite able to be that hands-on because of the other work that they're doing. So having that was really important to me, and also having someone with that subject knowledge, it could easily from one email from me be like, right, these are the resources off the top of my head that would be really helpful to you. I guess those are some of the things I wish I'd known kind of from hearing them at open days and hearing them at applicant days, and realising now how important they are is just something I kind of wanted to bring home to you. Just gonna wrap up, I think. What's coming up? One thing that I kind of wish we'd had kind of when I started up is that kind of students like myself who work with the department and the applicant team are putting together a book club over the summer that we'd really like to invite you to. So it'll be a mix of staff and students running it, and kind of talking about books that, you know, that aren't quite on the syllabus but that are kind of tailored to their interests and stuff they want to talk about with you. It should be kind of like small segments, so it's not too much work to come every week, but I think it would be really nice to kind of get to know us as students and kind of the academics kind of before you turn up, so you already feel part of the community, and I'm really excited about it. I'm really excited to be a part of it. I'm very thankful to be able to be a part of it. And it's also open to both applicants and current students, so you get to meet some students who are already here at Reading and already in the department, and I mean, everyone has always been so lovely to me and always happy to answer any questions that I have and offer loads of advice. It's just a fab way to get the community kind of sustained over summer when we're all apart, we're all doing different things. Also get to read some new books. There are a couple on the list that I've not even heard of, so I'm really excited to kind of get to grips with them and give them a go. And yeah, I'm just really excited, so I hope to see some of you there. I hope this hasn't been too long, but I just want to thank you for watching if you've got this far, and I hope to see you maybe at the book club over the summer or perhaps in September.